understand the importance of sponsors, so it's fine. This is Rob Tebbutt for Boxing Social in association with Betfred. I'm joined here today in Las Vegas by unbeaten Otto Wallin. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. We're here at the Fury Wallin press conference here in Las Vegas. How are you, Otto?
I'm good, thank you. I'm excited to be here and first time in Vegas and it's nice.
What do you make of it?
I spent most of my time in the room so far, but looking forward to the fight, and after the fight I might enjoy it a little more.
Particularly if you win?
Yeah, for sure. I don't know if I'm going to go home after, if I win.
Talk to me about training camp for this fight. Where were you based throughout your training camp?
In New York, yeah. I've been training in New York. We train, good sparring, a lot of rounds, and a lot of good work. So I feel prepared for this, and yeah, time has finally come.
You mentioned sparring. How do you find sparring to prepare for somebody who's 6'9" and switch hits and moves like Tyson Fury? How do you find sparring for that?
It's not easy. It wasn't easy. We tried to find different guys that could bring something different to the table, and it's hard to find someone that's exactly like him. So we had one southpaw, one orthodox, someone that's faster, someone that's a big puncher, someone slick. So we had a few different guys.
On Saturday night, will you be facing, apart from yourself, of course, the best heavyweight in the world?
I believe so, yeah. I think that, he beat Klitschko, dethroned him. Then I think that he beat Wilder too. So I feel like if I beat him, I'm definitely one of the best.
The name we keep hearing this week is Ingemar Johansson, obviously his famous win over Floyd Patterson many, many years ago. Just what would it mean to you to follow in his footsteps if you overcome Tyson Fury on Saturday night?
That would be amazing. I would be a legend, and I could inspire the kids back home and show them that it's possible to come out of Sweden and to become a world champion, heavyweight world champion, like Ingemar did, and he's always been a big inspiration for me, so it would be great.
Sweden obviously didn't have boxing for a significant period of time. It's now back. Do you feel the pressure to really establish Sweden on the boxing landscape? The fact that it was away for so long and you have the opportunity to inspire so many youngsters?
Yeah, it feels like Sweden needs someone in boxing to stand out and be a big star that can draw big crowds and bring all the media and stuff and put some light on boxing. And I'm hoping to be that guy to really stand out and be the top guy. I think that Alexander Gustafsson in the UFC, he's done so well for MMA over in Sweden, and I think boxing needs the same thing.
What's the reception, the reaction been like back home since the fight's been announced?
It's been great. I get tons of support. I get support from Sweden, England, US, all over the place. So I'm very happy about that, and yeah, it means a lot to me.
If, or in your opinion, when you defeat Tyson Fury this Saturday in Las Vegas, who becomes a bigger star, Otto Wallin or Zlatan Ibrahimovic?
Depends on who you ask. But I gotta win this fight, and if I do, I become a top guy. Maybe not as big as him, because I gotta prove myself even more. But maybe I can get him into the ring one day.
That'd be interesting. You could do because he's from a kickboxing background, right? So you could do an MMA bout.
Yeah. But he probably beat me up anyways.
Okay, just final question before we go. You've had a lot of criticism from many sections of the boxing fraternity, fans, fighters, some sections of the media. How much of that do you take in? How much do you block out when you're preparing for a fight of this magnitude?
I'm not trying to read any comments on websites and stuff. So I hear there's some negativity, but it's a lot of positivity coming my way on social media. People get a hold of me and show me a lot of support, so I'm very happy about that. And to be honest, I couldn't care less what other people think. The negative people, they like to be negative, I like to be positive, and they don't know me, so I don't care about them. What I care about is my family, what they think, my friends think, and they know I'm for real, and I'm ready to show everybody else too.
Okay, final question, I promise. I know you've been very busy today, there's people waiting. Anthony Joshua, somebody you know very well, you've shared many rounds of sparring with him. He was dethroned in June. What do you make of the rematch against Andy Ruiz?
I think it's a tough fight for both guys. I think it's a 50-50 fight, and we see what happens. I think that Joshua is going to look better. He looked like he wasn't himself that night. I don't know what was going on, but something. But Andy Ruiz did a great job, and he really capitalized. And I think it's a 50-50 fight, and anything can happen.
Okay, Otto Wallin, thanks very much for speaking to Boxing Social. Best of luck on Saturday night when you face Tyson Fury here in Las Vegas.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, mate. That was great. Thank you very much.
Did you do that interview with Eric?
Yeah.